Okay, guys, let's do it. Let's get ready to show off another Indie Advocates Last Rights program. This week on the show, we're going to have first time on any show. Just got added today, but it's already on Last Rights. We have the Cauldron, which we're going to be checking out in just a few minutes. We have Infinitive Punishment. We have Skies Over Superior. And as always, you guys can find these amazing Kickstarters by simply going here to Kickstarter and go down to Kickstarter Last Rights. This gives you all the books that are about to come off of Kickstarter. And as you guys can see, Cauldron is on the list. Well, I had the other two after because they're sort of on the list, but I'm going to be traveling, so I wanted to make sure that we added them within the window so we can film this video. We are live on YouTube and on Facebook. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I'll be the advocate for these amazing Kickstarters today on this program. And remember, if you are supporting any Kickstarter and you're on the fence, doesn't that Kickstarter deserve $1? Because $1 can show support, attract attention, help fund projects, support creators, and create new worlds. And how awesome is that, that $1 could do that? And as I've said many a times, if you believe in me as a creator, aren't I worth just one single dollar to show others you believe in me? And if you're going to be launching a Kickstarter, now's the time to get your copy of Kickstarter for the Independent Creator, 2nd edition, a practical and informative guide to crowdfunding, now on Amazon, written by Madeline Holling Rising. And make sure to join the Advocating Face group. It's our group where you can upload your information, your art, your Kickstarter materials, so we can have it directly onto the site. Posting anything on that site gives us the permission to use it for promotional purposes on your behalf, or advocate for you better off, on our main site, which you guys are looking at during this video. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about these amazing Kickstarters. Let's start off with the Cauldron, which we're going straight to their page to see it. Let's do it.
I'm here to tell you of Cauldron. Cauldron is a brand new comic book magazine featuring 3 incredible tales of the supernatural from the unique minds of Sam Noir, Shane Heron, and Ricky Lima. The twisted mind of Ricky Lima brings you the tale of an ambitious king who must face down the demonic powers of 3 evil witches, as well as the powers of Satan himself. Sam Noir brings to you the tale of an elderly blind woman who is the only thing standing between a rampaging kaiju and the total destruction of Tokyo in the steampunk industrial era. The warped mind of Shane Heron brings you the tale of a young barbarian who is forced to enter a forbidden temple in order to fulfill his wish of rescuing the love of his life. But be careful what you wish for. Cauldron is looking to raise $999 for its printing costs. It features the incredible artistic talents of Casey Parsons, Robert Freeman, and Matthew Tavares. The rewards include original art, commissions by Shane Heron, and an incredible cover oil painting by Casey Parsons. Again, Cauldron, Tales of the Supernatural, from the unique minds of Sam Noir, Shane Heron, and Ricky Lima. Pledge today.
For those of you watching, we watched this video together for the first time. I hadn't actually watched the video yet because, like I said, we just added this literally hours ago, if not even less than that, to our site. So that was kind of awesome, wasn't it? 352% funded. I like this new little window at the back. I like it better now than my Kickstarter is funded, but I liked it even before then. Let's take a quick look at this. Now, this is a little bit adult content, which I'd be perfectly fine with, to be honest with you. And Kaiju, of course, is code for monsters. We learned that with Kaiju Gods a few months ago. So check it out, man. This is some badass art. I love this picture. This here right there is breathtaking. I love a redhead. You guys know I'm a sucker for a redhead. I'll probably marry and get divorced from a redhead sometime in my life. She'll be my new ex-wife. But some amazing art going on in this book, definitely. This art is like for real legit, as the kids say. I don't even know if they say that. They probably don't. I'm a little out of touch. I'm 40. Leave me alone. But kidding around aside, this looks like an amazing project. I love that eyeball out of the mouth. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do an eyeball out of the mouth. That's very original to me. You guys can back it. And you guys know that I'm always a fan of unique and wonderful things. And this is definitely one of them. You guys can see you can get a physical copy for just 20 bucks. You can get, this is Canadian money. I think CA is Canada, right? You can get a physical copy, a local pickup. You can have it shipped to you. $5 to get the digital. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the other payment methods. There we go. And I'm now part of the project. I'll tweet it. Tweet. And I'll share it. So it's out there for the world to see and to back. All right, and we're going to go back to it. Looks like an amazing project that you guys should be part of. I don't know much more about it. This just hit me today, so I'm just going to read this right here, and we're gonna really get an idea of it. If we don't have it already, Art House collides headlong into Grindhouse in 3 proactive supernatural tales designed to tantalize and make y'all tingle. It's about monsters, witches, barbarians. Oh my! A young barbarian enters into a forbidden temple to rescue the love of his life with unexpected consequences. An ambitious king must face down 3 evil witches, the power of Satan himself. An elderly blind woman is all that stands between a rampaging kaiju and a total destruction of Tokyo in this steampunk industrial age. And all this was, of course, covered in the video, which we saw some amazing art for, by the way. I know it wasn't final art, but even non-final art, that was awesome. This is a 32-page interior stories, pages of lavish full artwork, and a luxurious 8x10-inch slick magazine. You're taking my idea. I was bringing magazine back, so I'm happy to see it coming back. They had a modest goal of $999 to set a print run of 150 copies, which is pretty badass. They've more than doubled that at this point, making $2,672. I think it's a safe bet to say that we're going to see more of this amazing project in the future. But time is running out. There's only 64 hours to go. Let the panic begin. When I first started this, they didn't even do that. They didn't even have the countdown for the hours. So now I'm scared. I'm so glad I backed it before time ran out. But another amazing project which time hasn't run out on just yet with 71 hours to go, which is also doing fantastic. We're going to see how fantastic they're doing at the end of the video, so stay tuned. This is Infinitive Punishment #1. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is my type of book, and you'd be absolutely right. Okay, so get this. On a goal of $2,750, they've now gone 506% above the ask. They funded, but there's always room for more, right? So we're gonna talk about the more with you guys right now. We're gonna get you excited to continue to back it. We're gonna show you some good reasons right now. So let's dive in. You guys can see that cover. Look at that cover. That covers some badass covers. And I think there is choices between covers. The art in this, though, is absolutely amazing. Just fantastic. And look at that. Some some adult content, not safe for work, as the kids say, NSFW. And I do know they actually say that, so that one I can get away with saying. So I'm excited to have one of these things, right? And you guys can see the art as I scroll. Some amazing stuff here. And look at this team. Look at this amazing creative team. You got James White, who's I need to get my reading glasses on. I believe that says, I don't know. Let's do it a different way. Let's do Marcelo Tom is this is about him right here, who's the main creator right there. You got Preston Smith who worked on it. You have Francisco Zaharde, Garrett Gunn worked on it. Hen Garcia, Marcel Dupree, Leonard Roma, Don Panovic, Pere Pilelli, and Jeremy Clark. Jeremy Clark, of course, is a very famous cover pinup artist, and you guys can see some interesting wardrobe malfunctions going on in some of the covers. So it's definitely a risque book in the fact where if you're not into more of adult natured books, in other words, you've never backed one of my Kickstarters, then this is definitely not the Kickstarter for you. But if you are basically a male or a woman who likes sexuality and likes playful sexuality and demons and vampires, this is definitely going to be a book for you. It's fantastically done. You guys can see the art is amazing. So there's that good reason to do it. And it's a revenge tale. Some very cool bondage-related theme going on. I personally think I inspired Marcel Dupree. He read Fetish Babies and wrote this book, I think, or had something to do with its creation. Of course, I'm just kidding. Maybe. I don't know. It would be nice to know I inspired someone. This is some great art. You guys can see some amazing stuff going on with this project. It's definitely a hot topic on Kickstarter as it's getting all around there. And, you know, this is definitely very cool. And it's one of those things where, you know, you can't hate people for liking this because, you know, it's just who we are as human beings. This kind of is alluring and interesting. And I always say that comic books are meant to be fantasy. And I think they've lost a little bit of fantasy in the mainstream. Everyone's got an opinion about everything. You get people who've never read a comic book who suddenly want to talk about comic books and not knowing shit about what they're talking about. So I like projects like this because it's fun. It's cool. You know, it doesn't ask for forgiveness to being made. It just does what it's going to do. And this is brought to you by Spalti Entertainment and Evolutionine Publishing. So it's some badassness going on with those two creative forces coming together. And I'm going to give you guys a look at the video one more time. I thought it was a little bit of a short video, so we're going to give it another run. All right. So let's see for this last amazing book, Skies Over Superior, if we can get maybe Josh Dahl to join us. So for now, let's play the video and see if we can lure Josh Dahl in.
We are leaving, we are taking all we need. We have made it across, crawling on my knees.
Skies Over Superior, Issue 1 of a comic book series by Josh Dahl and Laura Burrell. Merrily Fight, a young woman living on the edge of Lake Superior discovers.
Merrily fight. You saw the beast, that thing of the lake, which is my walking prison. And now you are double cursed, 2 curses, 1 for each hateful eye. You know what's in the deep, deep dark, and your mind will never leave it. What else is out there, unknown and unspeakable? The beast has brothers, and brothers have brothers, and brothers have hunger and hate, and they are coming to snuff out all of your life. Knowing what is to come is only the first of your curses. The second is knowing that you cannot stop him, because no one will believe.
When you support this campaign, you are paying for the efforts of the creative team, writer Josh Dahl, artist Laura Burrell, and musicians Rickolas and Opal Puckett, and to print the first run of the comics themselves. For you, there will be comics, special edition covers and art, songs, and other cool stuff. Thank you for joining us in making Skies Over Superior a reality.
So how amazing is that, right? That's some amazing stuff. I love the fact that it's got the alternative music track onto it. It's already funded, which is always great to see. Josh did this amazing thing where he had people take the skies over his head above him, had him take pictures of it. So that's kind of badass. You see the story in here is very, very cool. I like it. I like the approach of the art in this, which is awesome. Well, I got to see this being bought from Josh at C2E2, believe it or not. He had only had concept books with him at that point, and people were so excited about it that they wanted the concept books. So, oh man, looks kind of badass here. Definitely something that would be scary, and I love the fact that she jumps on it to be the hero, and you guys can see some great rewards going on. And free to the members of the SOS Squad. What's the SOS Squad, you ask? Well, that's a good question. Let's see if we can do a little SOS Squad. All right, introducing the SOS Squad. The SOS Squad is an elite squadron of girls and boys who love to read comic books. So how do you join? You start by loving reading comic books. Then you say, I'm with the SOS Squad. And that's it. You're in. Oh, well, there's also a serious pledge to be made. But we'll get to that. So what do you get? A free comic book. Wow, we hope. I'll tell you more about that next. How does it work? For the members of the squad, they just read, enjoy, and share comics. For us, the creators and backers, there's a little bit more to it. We are adding an SOS Squad backer level add-on to the Kickstarter that is currently running. At that level, backers will be able to fund the printing and shipping of the special SOS Squad editions of Skies Over Superior #1. Instead of a cover price, this edition will feature the message, free to members of the SOS Squad. Then, for as long as supplies last, those copies will sit on our table at public appearances by Skies of Superior creative team. They will be free to any young readers who ask for them. The more we get funded, the more they get printed, and the more they get into the hands of young readers. So that's pretty badass. Is that all? Well, no. Well, this is still part of a fundraising campaign, so whatever small margin is over the printing shipping cost will go for funding for Profit Comics. It's not completely altruistic, but that margin is so tight that we didn't want to risk rolling this out until we completely safely funded. While the SOS Squad books won't cost us anything, we couldn't risk them being too popular during the first part of the campaign. Is this some kind of PR stunt? Yes. Yes, it is. While my intentions may not be completely altruistic, the effects will be exactly as promised. Free comics, for young readers. Speaking of promises, what about the serious pledge you mentioned earlier? Is that some kind of trick? Like the SOS Squad have to pledge to follow you on Instagram or something? Nope, not at all. We all ask each new member of the SOS Squad to pledge that they will stay true to the message printed on the cover. Free to members of SOS Squad. They will mean this will mean that any member can give their copy away for free to any interested reader, and so on and so on. So that's it. Thank you for reading, for helping us make this project happen, and thank you for helping us pay it forward. If you think this is a cool idea, please tell someone about it. If you know ways you can make it even cooler, then reach out to readers. Please let us know. Thanks from Josh, Laura, and the entire SOS team. So that's pretty badass. I really like this. I saw it on social media. That's why I wanted to bring it up. And Mr. Joshua Dahl has done amazing things for creators. He's, of course, the amazing creator behind I got the early bird special too. He's the amazing creator behind Frost, Rapid City, and Rapid City Below Zero. He also has that amazing site, MakeBetterComics.com, and it's just all in all a great, very passionate creator who I love the fact that he's already funded. And I want you guys to keep pushing this. There is still time to be part of this. I'm trying to see. See, here's the special SOS Squad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to Josh and find out if there's a way for me to add on just $5 to do it. And I'll manage my pledge. And I'm going to turn my pledge up to 8. Since I took advantage of the early bird, I'll do 8. And I'll ask him, hey, Josh, and hopefully he watches this video. So if he did it, he can see it. And I'm asking him to donate my extra $5 to that SOS reader project. So, oh man, I actually wanted to write something in that case. But you have to check out the cool, innovative idea, Mr. Josh Dahl. Why don't you guys tell me I spelled idea wrong? Mr. Josh Dahl came up with via his SOS Squad. Check it out now. And help young readers get free comics and become fans of indie for life. Yeah. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. That's how you represent. All right. Enough of me talking like I'm not 40. So, very amazing. Very, very powerful, cool stuff going on over here with Skies Over Superior. Very, very much digging it. Just a quick, since we're here anyway and I saw it, I'm gonna play this. It's so close to funding. I want you guys to help out. Let's get this funded. All right. So I'm gonna play it for you. This isn't technically on it, but it's only a 2-minute video. All right, 87% funded. Let's make sure that this makes it over the top. Help out my friend, Mr. Celia. All right, so we're going to go back over really quickly what's on Kickstarter for you guys to back, because I know it's an exciting program, and I don't want you to forget anything that was on it. So Skies Over Superior is Frost Giants crossing Lake Superior to destroy all mankind. Only merely Frit and her estranged uncle can stop them. Some amazing music in this project. Definitive Punishment is blowing up on Kickstarter, bringing that amazing, beautiful demon to life. Get on it before time runs out. Back Infinite Punishment. And we found out today on the show about this cool comics magazine of supernatural tales called the Cauldron. It is a high-quality, full-color comic anthology in magazine format featuring supernatural theme tales for mature audience. That's been the amazingness of this program. Some great stuff. Kind of very different Kickstarters, but very powerful ones. You have one that's very music-inspired, one that's very lustful and playful, and you have one that'll kind of challenge your senses of imagination. So check them out. This has been Kickstarter Last Rites. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I hope you guys just go out there and spend a little bit of money on Kickstarter today. Remember, $1 really matters, makes a difference too. It shows creators that someone out there appreciates what they're doing. So support a creator today, and what you do is you buy a PDF, and you see me do that a lot. I buy PDFs on the actual Kickstarter platform, but then when I see them in person, guess what? I buy a book. So go check out the Comic-Con Highway on our site right here. Check out where the exits are coming this week, or make plans for the future by going to the different areas and find the area you live in and see where Comic-Con is coming to you and where you can get one of your favorite creators' books. My name is Mr. Anderson, and this has been another exciting episode of Kickstarter Last Rites, Punishment, a Cauldron, and an SOS, Week 30.